ireo karazana bozaka eny amin'ny haute altitude.
So today I'm going to talk about the different types of grasses that you can see in high altitudes.
Ie, dia ny toerana niasana tamin'izany dia Tsaratanana dia Anjingitra.
And the two places we carried out these studies in Tsaratanana and Anjingitra.
Ie, ny ao amin'ny Tsaratanana dia ny Montane miabrité amin'ny point culminant in Madagascar.
So the Tsaratanana is the mountain which is showing the high altitudes, the highest altitude in Madagascar.
Ie, afaka hitantsika eo amin'ny slide moa zany hoe ny bande d'altitude amin'ny Tsaratanana dia ohatra ny 800 mètres d'altitude hatramin'ny 2867 mètres.
So as you can see in the slides, the highest altitude of Tsaratanana is included between 800 and 2,876 meters of altitude.
Ie, dia ny Anjingitra indray dia latsadasaka kely izay izy, lasa hoe 700 mètres d'altitude amin'ny farany ambany, ary ny farany ambony kosa dia 2658 mètres d'altitude.
For Anjingitra it's a little bit different because it's between 700 and 2,678 meters of altitude, a little bit lower than the former one.
Ie, dia ny Tsaratanana zany no point culminant Madagascar dia Maromokitra no anaran'ilay point.
And the culminant point of Tsaratanana is called Maromokitra. This is the highest.
Dia ny faharoan'izay dia i Marivolanitra na hoe Pic-Boby.
And the second one is Marivolanitra or
Pic-Boby.
Pic-Boby.
Dia resaka kely momba ny voie de photosynthèse. Ny bozaka moa zany dia misy karazana anakiroa ny voie de photosynthèse, ny poacé en C4 dia poacé en C3.
So we're going to talk about the photosynthesis equations. So when we speak about grasses, we've got two types of photosynthesis, the
C4 and
C3.
Dia rehefa natao zany fikarohana dia hita fa ho an'ny Anjingitra ny plante en C4 no betsaka dia ny plante en C3 no vitsy.
So if we talk about the case of Anjingitra, we have more of C4 plants compared to C3 plants.
Raha ho an'ny Tsaratanana indray dia mifamadika an'izay satria ny plante ny poacé en C3 no betsaka moa ny poacé en C4 no vitsy.
And for Tsaratanana it's the opposite.
Ie, ny hoe antony mampatonga an'izay dia ny température aloha voalohany indrindra.
The explanation for that is due to the temperature, first of all.
Ie, satria ny plante en C4 dia adapté kokoa amin'ny toerana mafana.
Because the C4 plants are more adapted to hot zones or sites.
Nefa ny plante en C3 dia adapté amin'ny toerana mangatsiaka.
Yet the C3 plants are more adapted to cold sites.
Dia fantatra fa ny eny amin'ny toerana avo no Madagascar dia mangatsiaka kokoa no toerana aty amin'ny toerana ambany.
And we all know that in high altitudes in Madagascar are colder than those places in low altitudes.
Ny antony anankiray koa dia ny couverture végétale.
The other reason is the vegetation coverage.
Ie, ny plante en C4 dia manana izay ohatrany hoe adaptation amina compétition amina lumière.
So the C4 plants are more adapted to different conditions of light.
Ie, moa ny C3 indray dia ny toerana ombragé kokoa no mampidéveloppé anazy.
And the C3 plants are more developed in shadowed sites.
Ie, ny anankiray indray ny farany moa zany dia ny précipitation.
The last thing I'd like to talk about is the precipitation.
Ie, ny plante en C4 dia manana izay compétition betsaka kokoa amin'ny resaka rano par rapport amin'ny C3.
So the C4 plants are more competitive when there is a place when the site is covered by water compared to C3 plants.
Ny dia vao natambatra amin'izay zany ny proportion ana C3 rehetrarehetra hita tany Anjingitra sy Tsaratanana.
And when we carried out some studies on the proportion of C3 and C4 in Anjingitra and Tsaratanana,
dia hita fa ny population C3 dia endémique 92% ny espèce hita tany dia endémique avokoa.
And when we could see that the policy for C3 which is up to 92% is all of them endemic.
dia 8% ihany no nativa amin'ilay espèce hita tamin'ny toerana anankiroa ireo.
And only 8% of them are native when we compare the two different species.
Raha hiditra amin'ny population C4 indray
If we observe the POC for C4,
dia mifamadika amin'izay satria ny 80% ny espèce hita tamin'ilay toerana anankiroa dia nativa daholo.
this is the opposite of that because 80% are native
Dia 20% no endémique ho an'ny C4.
and 20% are endemic for C4.
Ie. Dia azo lazaina zany fa ny planton C3 dia manana endémicité betsaka.
And we can say that the C3 plants has a higher endemicity.
Dia reto moa zany ohatran'ny karazana espèce endémique hitanay nandritra ny décembre.
So these are the types of endemic species that we could see during our field visits.
Ie. Ny voalohany dia Merx mullera tsaratananensis.
And the first one is Mexumellera tsaratanensis.
Ie, izy io dia azo lazaina hoe endémique locale satria tany ihany no nahitana anazy loatra.
And we can say that this is a local endemic because this is the only place where we could find it.
No ihany koa tamin'ny 1970 no nanaovana record zany ilay izy farany.
So the last record was done in 1970. And then the next one was done in 2022.
Dia ny ankoatran'izay indray dia misy an'ilay Bracaria epacridifolia.
And then we also have the Bracaria epacridifolia.
Ireo espèce anankiroa ireo zany dia espèce eny amin'ny open grassland.
So these two species can be seen in the open grasslands.
Raha précisena kokoa dia hoe prairie alti-montagne.
So if you want to be more specific, this is
prairie alti-montagne.
Prairie alti-mountainous.
Dia ny espèce manaraka hitanay tany dia ao anatin'ny familiana Bombozoidae.
So another species which is part of the family of Bambuzoidae.
Dia ny voalohany dia hoe Ikelia pereri.
First one is Ikelia pereri.
Dia ny faharoa indray dia Oltenia madagascariensis.
And the second one is Oltenia madagascariensis.
Dia ny poacé ao anatin'ny ala indray.
And the poacé within the forest. On the other hand,
dia ny Poestylostachys tsaratananensis.
The Poestylostachys tsaratananensis.
Sy ny Agrostis tsaratananensis.
And Agrostis tsaratanensis.
Ireo mbola hoe endémique locale ihany koa.
These are also classified into local endemics.
Zay aloha ny tsaratanana.
This is the case of Tsaratanana.
Ho any andringitra indray
But for the case of Andringitra,
reto no ohatran'ny hoe espèce nanamarika anay tany.
so these are the most important species we could observe.
Ny voalohany dia Promus.
First one is Promus.
Izay mbola endrasana mibato hoe inona ilay espèce.
That we have not discovered yet what type of species it is.
Dia ny faharoa dia Panicum palacianum.
The second one is Panicum palacianum.
Dia ny Lecomptela madagascar.
And the Lecomptela madagascariensis.
Dia ohatran'ny hoe karazana future recherche tokony atao amin'ilay planton C3.
Yeah, the next perspectives for the C3 plants we have.
Dia ny fomba hiconservena an'ireo C3 ao haute altitude ireo.
So to see how we can conserve those C3 which are growing high altitude.
Satria fantatra moa fa misy an'ilay global warming amin'izao.
Because we know that we are facing global warming today.
Dia noho izay hoe réchauffement climatique izay dia miova zany ny température.
So due to that climate change, the temperatures are changing.
Dia nefa ny planton C3 any amin'ny toerana mangatsiaka ihany se développer.
Yet the C3 plants are developed in cold sites.
Dia lasa hoe le plante ety amin'ny mafana zany lasa migrer eny ambony.
So the C4 plants are immigrating to the high altitudes.
Dia lasa misy compétition an'ilay planton C3 indray le izy.
So there is a competition with the C3 plants at that time.
Dia lasa mihena ny aire de répartition an'ilay C3.
So the distribution area of C3 are decreasing.
Dia zay, so betsaka.
Say, yeah.